Good morning. It's turned out nice again. How's it going, guys? You haven't heard that for a few days, have you? I thought I'd show my face. I know it's not a very nice face to show. I know I've got a face for radio. Did that rhyme? I could do lyrics, but I thought I'd better just pop on and say hello. How are you doing? You all right? I'm going to keep this brief. I always do that when I'm stressed. Have you ever watched that in my videos? If I do that, I'm usually talking about tax, something which is due on the 20th, by the way. I've cheered myself up already. I've got a bit of a chesty thing going on again. I've always got something wrong with me, Anna. I'll get to all that in a minute, because I know you're dying to know. No, listen, guys. I think you've probably worked out. I'm exceptionally busy at the moment with the football club that I work for here, and I wanted to touch base with you because obviously I know that I can't continue, doing cop talk and working for the club the same amount of commitment that I am at the moment. All right. However, cop talk is my life, always will be my life. Women come and go, football clubs come and go, maybe. This one won't, by the way. This is going all the way to La Liga, I'm telling you. But no, like, cop talk's my baby. You're my people's, and you're my priority. You remain my priority. This is my life and my livelihood as well. So the other day, I over lunch with the owners, president, club secretary, whatever. We were talking about the time that I invest into the club, if you like. And cut a long story short, what I'm going to do is we've got 3 games left. All right, we're chasing promotion. Like, it's so massive at the moment. We've got to win these games, and once they're out of the way, obviously then, maybe I wouldn't say I could relax a little bit, because then, we're working on various commercial partnerships, potential partnerships, existing ones. The work will continue, right? But the focus at the moment is very much on these games. Not just from senior management senior management position, but for example, I would usually go to training on a Friday, right? Take my photographs, put them on social media, etc. CF Benidorm Talk on Instagram and Facebook, and you'll see the photographs that I do. Anyway, so normally I would go on a Friday, but the manager, has asked me to. I bought a drone recently, which is for my own, personal, like a hobby, like a bit of interest, something, to do on a day off. Do you remember them? I used to take the drone to get messages already. And that's what I mean. It's people asking me questions to do with stuff already. So let me start again. I bought a drone for my own recreation, like hobby sort of thing. Started taking it to training to film some of the training for social media. I thought the fans would like it. Then the manager said, is there any chance you could film the training sessions, certain parts, certain routines? Yeah, no problem, boss, right? So instead of going just Friday this week, I've gone Wednesday, Thursday, and I'll be going Friday, which is today. And, when they're working on certain, corners or just certain, routines on the pitch to try and win games. Something that's different each week ahead of each game. Whoever the opposition are, and now, so I would film that. I filmed it yesterday, and then come home, edit it, and provide it not only to the manager, but the data analysts, the people that are involved in all of this. And like the message I got last night was, this is so helpful. And if that little bit of effort helps us get over the line, it will make everything worth it, So the way I'm looking, like, people have said to me, the big cheese, if you like, you don't need to go 3 days a week to training to focus on you. And I'm, I didn't do you. The managers asked me, so I'm not going to let him down, right? So I've been busy doing that, but obviously that's going to stop because there's only 3 games left, and we'll see what happens. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to. Any meetings I have, I'm just going to schedule them in afternoons so that I have my morning on Cop Talk, which is when I really like to do Cop Talk, to be honest with you. I like the mornings. I like to get up early, get stuck into it. And before I was involved with the club, I would down tools maybe at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I used to like to watch a trial on TV and that, but I hadn't seen one of them for a long time. And do my streams and things like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get back to doing Cop Talk in the morning. Afternoon, if there's any business things, work things to do with the club, I will try and schedule them in the afternoon. It's really funny though, because we had that conversation the other day, and the owner said, do Cop Talk in the morning and afternoon, and I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. And then it was like, there's a meeting at 10:30 tomorrow morning. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, see, already I'm like, it's not working. So, but no, something's got to give, because obviously my revenue's decreased, and if I don't have my revenue, I genuinely can't meet my own obligations at home, and with Cop Talk, all the bills that come with it. But it's it's very difficult, because I get so much enjoyment from helping the club, right? So here's another example. So the under-19s have a game on Sunday, right? It's up past Valencia, so it's an hour and 35 minutes away. And 2 of the under-19 players messaged me on Instagram and said, hello Duncan, is there any chance you could come and take photos at our under-19s game on Sunday? And I was like, yeah, initially we didn't know if it was going to be Sunday or Saturday. And I said, well, I'm with the first team, but if I can come, I'll come. So then they said, how much will we pay you to do it? And I just thought that was so cute. And I was like, you don't pay me anything. I'll just come and do it for you. And they were like, well, it's a long way, fuel and things like that. I went, no, I'll come and do it for you. So when, and the kids, you know what I mean? Like, it's community, isn't it? These kids, in their mind, are pushing to be superstars of tomorrow and everything, right? So I can't say no to that. I can't say no to most things in life, to be honest with you, especially burgers. We'll get to that in a minute. But I don't know, how can you say no to that? So Sunday would have been free for me, like the whole day free. Sunday dinner. I'm even giving up my Sunday dinner. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, that won't do you any harm. True. But I'm giving up my Sunday dinner. And I know, we've got the Merseyside derby and all the football things that I would normally watch and everything. But I don't know. I just really find it very rewarding helping people, whether that's people on here or people associated to the club. And if I can go up to this game on Sunday and take some nice pictures of them for their Instagram or whatever, is that not what it's all about? So yeah, I'll be out of pocket as usual, but I'm not going to take money off a bunch of kids. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, some of my friends will be like, well, get your fuel money at least. And I'm like, nah, it doesn't matter. But my phone does not, reminder to move. Cheeky motherfucker, I'm going to get rid of this watch. No, I can't do that. And being involved with this club is massive for me, so I want to see the club grow for the town, for the kids, the community. Successful football club always helps the community, whatever club that is. It helps the community, employment opportunities, business. If there's fans there, then more people come to the games. If he's successful, more people come to the games, more fans. Oh my God, I've got a phone call. I need to pause this 1 second. Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. It was her indoors ringing me. No, so, the more successful the club is, right, the more fans go to games, which means more, investment and revenue for local businesses and everything. Do you know what I mean? So you can really make a difference, and that's what I'm trying to do. So that's why I enjoy it. But at the same time, I got to look after myself as well, so I need to devise a plan with that. The good thing, no, this isn't a good thing. The good thing, I've got to word this correctly. So Liverpool, it's a very miserable time to be a Liverpool supporter, in my opinion. That's not a good thing. That's not what I mean. But what I mean is, because it's like that, it's not like I'm actually missing anything at the moment by not being here, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? So, for example, through the the whole ESAC summer last year, which was every day, 3 or 4 videos a day, updates left, right, and centre, having to address various claims, it wouldn't be possible to, step aside from that. But at the moment, I feel like, do you know what I mean? Like, what exactly would I be here talking about today? So I think that my current absence, if you like, is all right, because I don't think that there's a big deal of things to discuss. I do have a mail stand email for you. I do have a mail stand email for you. And I'm sure it's about Xabi Alonso. I know. So I need to find time to get that out. I have to be, it's 5 to 10 in the morning now. So I'm going to pick my friend Martin, in about half an hour. And he's going to come to training with me today. And then this afternoon, I've got at least one meeting with a potential new partner. I don't mean like a woman, I mean a business partner, you know what I mean? Oh, I've got enough women in my life. Woman, not plural. Oh, yeah. Did I tell you? Yeah, I did tell you. I got a phone call. I spoke to my ex recently. That was a bit weird. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. That's it. I don't think there's anything else to tell you. I don't know. So we had some bad family news recently as well. I can't go into it really, but it's really, really bad news. I need to speak to my family today. I haven't spoken to them since I was told about this bad news, which is a week ago, I think, or was it probably earlier in the week? I can't remember. And yesterday they had more detailed bad news in relation to that, if you like. So I don't know what the state of play is. So I will speak to my family probably today or tomorrow, really. So that's been going on, and that's in the back of my mind. I've been out. I had a couple of drinks this week, earlier in the week. Again, out of character for me. Middle of the afternoon, I'd kind of finished what I was doing. I was like, it was a lovely day, and I don't know. I just don't know if in the back of my head, I don't know. I was speaking to my girl about it, and she said maybe you just needed a blowout, because I think 2 days in a row I had a drink, not a party, just a drink. A few Magnas and stuff like that, and I don't know really, because it's not like me. And the thing is, I've gained weight over the last few weeks, and a lot of weight, which you know me, I'm always trying to lose weight. You know what I mean? But normally I do all right. Like I can, if I put my mind to it, do it. But I've been like having the Magnas. I've had some takeaways because you've had a drink. Things that I wouldn't normally do, or was maybe what my lifestyle was a few years ago. And so I've sort of fallen back into that, which isn't good. So I need to behave myself, really. So I've got that. I got weighed this morning, and I told her what the weight was, and she was like, fuck, and I was like, I know. So she went, well, and I was like, don't start nagging. I know what it is. So I've literally started having Magnas again, but it's full of sugar, isn't it? But it's been so nice. You've heard me on here, haven't you, a few times say, I don't know what to drink when I'm out, guys. I can't enjoy it. And I've had a few Magnas and really, really, really enjoyed it, but I'm going to have to go back on the vodka and Coke Zero, I think, because there's no carbs in it, no sugar, So, anyway, so I've been very busy, as I think you know. I've got some family stuff going on, which is awful. And I need to sort my shit out a little bit, really, on a personal level, the thing is, I found myself, because I go to these like different meetings a lot now, down in the resort, and maybe afterwards, it's, do you want a pint? You know, or you going for a meet. We had a meeting in a place the other day. We had lunch, and it was like, yeah, I'll have fish and chips. Yeah, go on then. Stuff that you wouldn't normally do. Oh, there's a delivery here. I'm gonna have to go and get this door. It's just one thing after another. Do you know what I mean? Like trying to tell you what's going on. I'm having to stop for phone calls, deliveries. It's not even for me. So, but we'll be all right. Yeah, we'll be all right, won't we, guys? So I'm gonna host a live stream tomorrow morning. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, you say that every day. No, Saturday morning. I'm not going anywhere in the morning. So tomorrow morning, I'm gonna have a live stream, which is going to be early. If you want to join me, let me think. I've got to be down there for. Well, it's going to be about 9. 10, if I did it at 10 till 11 UK time, 10 till 11. That's 12 here. Is that right? Yeah. That'll work. So it's probably going to be early. It's probably going to be 9 o'clock till 11 or something like that UK time. It's going to be tomorrow morning, and I am not leaving this house. Well, I'll have to take her to work in the morning. Then as soon as I come back, I'm going to go live. So if you want to come and join me, that's the only opportunity I've got to catch up with you. We've got a game in the afternoon tomorrow, away game. So obviously I'm going to be there for that. And then on Sunday, I've got the under-19 game to go to as well. All right. So if you do want to catch up with me, I will be live in the morning tomorrow, Saturday morning. And that's it, really. Listen, in terms of acknowledgements, I don't really think there is any. Of course, Revolut, I mean, I haven't even got a beer kitty, but I'm not going to ask anyone to get me a beer because I don't deserve a beer. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's have a look here. I just want to look at this here. Normally I do my videos all week and they'll say, you gotta get me a beer, you know, blah, blah, blah. I'm not even going to tell you how to get me a beer. But this week I don't deserve a beer off you because I haven't done anything for you. So I'm not going to say that. However, Traumatic sent something on Revolut last night. I will get back to you today, Traumatic. I mean, if I quickly look at Superb, thanks, I don't think there really will be any. I'm not really sure. There is from 7 hours ago. That's incredible. See how loyal my people are, even if I'm not churning out new content. That's why I have to find a solution. But I need you to understand that I'm not tossing it off. You know, I'm not like sat in sun all day. I'm genuinely flat out like exhausted with everything. Like I already was like that with Cop Talk. Now I don't even know I'm doing it. You know, to be honest with you. So the only reason I'm not here is because I'm trying to help people. That's allowable. I don't know. Bill Harrison, who is a channel member as well, supported me 7 hours ago on a morning briefing. Thank you, Bill. What a legend. Niall, a couple of days back. Kev Knight, a couple of days back. Carl, 4254. Errol, a couple of days back. Mark the Legend, a couple of days back. Rick Sake, a couple of days back. And that's it, really. I don't know if we've had a what do you call it? Morning briefing since then. I know I'm all over the place, guys. I think it's because I just get disturbed and then I forget what we're talking about. Oh no, there we go. Look, there's the room with the head, you know. But no, listen. Apart from the family stuff that's going on, in which I have zero control over that, I'm as happy as can be at home. You know, I'm enjoying what I'm doing. But I'm not enjoying not being around with you guys, and you know, significant revenue loss from not being here. You know, not being at work as much. Well, I am at work, but not this work. So, but I think I'm making the right decisions in life, and my life, as you know, has changed so much in recent years. Really, really changed, and I think I'm doing the right thing. You know, like people say to me, you know, you're putting too much time into this, and you should do this, or you should do that, and I'm like, no, I'm with good people, and I'm doing good things for good people, and I trust everyone that I'm involved with, and just using the kids as that example tomorrow for that game. Duncan, could you come and take some pictures for us? And I was speaking to one of the first team players yesterday after training, and I told him the story. I said, they said to me, well, how much do we pay you? And I went, no, I'm not doing that. And he said to me, he says, do you know what, Duncan? He says, all the lads around here, they think you're great. You're such a nice guy, I was like, oh, well, I try to be, you know what I mean? I try to be. But it is nice. And, people at the club, they know about the Sunday thing, and they're like, oh, don't worry about going up. Don't go up there on Sunday. And I'm like, no, ask me. I'm going, man. You know what I mean? It's like, nice to be asked, isn't it? I think so, anyway. And you don't get financial gain from it, but you get satisfaction from it, I think. So I'm looking forward to it. I could actually go on the club bus. They said to me, well, you go on the bus with the team if you want. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, you're all right. Because I'm going to take Bugger Lugs with me. She's coming with me. Mitch, she's got a day off, and I'm taking her to watch the under-19s. Do you know what I mean? I know how to spoil a woman, don't I? But I will say to her, I'll say, well, if we were at this under-19s, you'd be locked in the kitchen now doing a Sunday dinner, sweating your tits off. You know what I mean? So I've got you out of it. But what I thought was I could be a bit smooth and, maybe take her for something to eat somewhere on the way back. She won't be having much though. Talking of smooth, I've not even, I used to go on the Xbox twice a week with my boy Smooth, Sundays and Mondays, as you know. I think I've been on the Xbox once with Smooth in months. These are things that I need to put right. But 3 games left, right? 3 games left. I won't be required to go to training 3 days a week for a start, So, yeah. Right, I'll go. Live stream in the morning. I love the live stream on a Saturday morning, to be honest with you. I love the live streams anytime, but in the morning, you're fresh, and we will have a proper catch-up tomorrow morning, right? So the mail stand email, I can go over that with you in the morning if you wish. Anything that's on your mind. Listen, what I would appreciate is if you could put in the comment section of this video anything that you think I should take a look at. Any news articles, anything really. And more importantly, I just want to hear from you. I just want to hear from you. You're my community, and you're my friends. Well, the majority of you watching my videos are my friends. There will be, of course, some people that might want to thumbs down my video because they're a little bit jealous of my amazing, amazing life. You know what I mean? Figure and everything, you know what I'm saying? Now, they've got to do what they've got to do. You know what I mean? They've got to do that, which always makes me chuckle. I always feel a great sense of satisfaction when someone thumbs down one of my videos. I can't explain to you how my mind works with that. I know people that have got YouTube channels that they get really upset by it, and it really bothers them. And I understand that some people might be like that, but you've got to remember I've been here for almost 3 decades, 30 years, before YouTube existed. So I'm fully aware of hate, and I've had extreme hate and stuff over the years. But I usually think that's a sign of you doing something right, to be honest with you, and to try and turn negatives into positives. And I know that some people get really, really upset by it. Oh, someone's thumbs down my video. And I'm like, take that as a huge fucking win. You got into someone's head so much that they had to do that. And I do not know why, but I absolutely buzz off it. So if you're someone that is going to thumbs down my video, you have no idea how much that makes me smile and chuckle. It really does. I mean, sometimes I do end up crying into my swimming pool outside as a result because you hurt my feelings so bad. See what I mean? I love it. See, I'm always going to have that cheeky vibe about me. But no, they've got to do what they've got to do. The majority of my people are fucking awesome, as you've just seen there from people still buying me a drink or supporting my channel even when I'm not here. But I'm looking forward to the season ending. To be honest with you, I want it out of the way. I still think he's going to get the boot. I really do. And that's why we need to catch up on a live stream tomorrow, really. I'm sorry if I've butchered my video, having to start it and stuff, but again, it's just life and life issues, you know? All right, guys. I know who my peoples are. I know my peoples will thumbs up my video. I know they will. I know my peoples will comment my video. I know they will. I know that they will use the super thanks, the love heart, even though I'm not asking them to, which is kind of like reverse psychology, some people will say, because I've just mentioned it. But no, I'm not asking. I don't think that I deserve your support this week. I don't. At all. But I know people will still do that, because they'll be like, fuck off. You're with us. You've got shit to do. Don't do it. It's making you happy. You're making a difference, which I think I am. I certainly will be on Sunday for those boys. You know, I know my peoples are good fucking peoples. And that's why I'll never in a million years ever stop Cop Talk. Even if I won 100 million euros on lottery, I'd still be here. It's been my life, you know. Now, the only time I stop making videos is when I get my calling, you know, up there. Which will be fucking sooner rather than later if I don't cut out the Magners and the breakfast and things like that, the bread and that. So, yeah, back on it, guys. I've got to get this weight off, or at least try. You know what I mean? So let me know how you are. If I haven't heard from you for a while, you know, if you've told me you're not well, if you don't want to leave a comment about that, email me. You know, I need to hear from you. What's going on in your life? How do you feel about Liverpool at the moment? I think a lot of people are like me, they just want the season to finish. I can't go through another season. I tell you right now, if he's manager next year, which I don't think he will be, but if he is, right, it'll end in tears and they'll just have to replace him anyway. It's fucking stupid. So I can't be doing with that bollocks, guys. I can't, honestly. No, but let's see. All right, I've got to go. Got to go pick my friend up now and go and fly a drone and try and help my my club, or as Rafa would say, my club, win promotion. We'll see, yeah? All right, guys, you take care. I would love a comment from you, to be honest. Just to, you know, let me know that you're still all right with me and I'm not in too much trouble. You know, if you're pretty chill, then no, don't, you're all right. I mean, if you think that, you know, if you want to tell me off, tell me off. Fair, it's your channel, innit? I work for you, so. But I've got to go. All right. See you in the morning. And I will be here. Well, will it not be here? No, I'm not going anywhere in the morning. Point blank, no. I'm not going anywhere. If anyone asks me to meet them, I'm not. I will have a live stream tomorrow morning, 1,000,000%, if I'm well and alive, 1,000,000%. I'll be back here at, 9:30. So, yeah, I'll be live for 9 a.m. in the morning. All right. Do join me. I'm going to schedule it as well, so you'll see that. I know that I can delete a stream that's scheduled, but I will be here in the morning, and then I'll get ready to go to the football. All right, guys. Thanks for being with me. Thanks for understanding as well. All right, that's the main part for me, because I know the majority of you are like, no, as long as you're all right, sound, you know. If there's anything that you would like me to address, if you've got any questions, by all means, throw them in the comment section, or join me on the live stream in the morning. All right, we'll do an hour, 2 hours tomorrow. If I did 9 till 11, that's 12. Then I'd have to leave. So yeah, that's probably going to work out well for me, really. So you're thinking 9 till 11 in the morning. All right, guys, you take it easy. Thanks for watching. All right, cheers.